Hello, this year marks the 10th anniversary of the formation of the 50 Plus steering group. We thought it was a good idea if we made a film about this and told people all of the kinds of things that 50 Plus does in the area and has been doing and hopefully will continue to do for the future.
I don't live in Hangleton, although I used to. I now live in Porta Salada.
I'm Nancy, and I'm 62 years young. I have attended a couple of groups here at St. Richard's. I joined the Multicultural Women's Group, and I've made lots of friends. We've talked about exercise. I now attend Shape Up. It's a lovely exercise group.
Well, I belong to the Hangleton get-together. I enjoyed the company. I have a very nice lady who picks me up and takes me home, and we have bingo occasionally and lots of lovely speakers. It's fun and it gets me out, and as I say, people are so kind to me, being disabled, to pick me up and take me home. I had a pamphlet come through the door saying things for the over 50s, and my daughters insisted that I joined because I don't get out much, and it's nice to meet people, to have a laugh.
I started Shape Up, and because it's informal and has 3 different levels that people can choose, it's circuit, it scares people to death, but it spurred me on because I challenged myself and moved from 1 to, and I'm doing 3 on 1 or 2 of them. It's really getting everyone together and being active.
It's lovely to have company, to have laughter, to have a lovely cup of tea, to chat. So many people stay indoors on their computers and their mobile phones all the time, and they're not living life. This way, you get out, you talk to people, you hear their views. Life can be very monotonous for some people.
This is so friendly and tailored to all our needs, and the company and the friends that I've made is unmeasurable.
I belong to Social Ping, and we do table tennis on a Monday, and I attend the Shape Up fitness down at Egmont Road, and I come to community events up here in Hangleton, and I use the ball pool with my grandchildren.
I'm also involved in Social Ping. I've been on a couple of trips, and also my sister was in a dementia care home, and we took her through the organisation to a garden centre with all the residents from where she was in the home.
I've been to the tea dance. I get a local magazine called the Hangleton Harbinger. So when we saw it advertised, we hadn't played table tennis for a long time. We thought we'd come along. So we went along, and it was just such a lovely social thing, lovely people, and we enjoyed it so much. And that's where it started, and we've been enjoying it ever since.
I'm online with Hangleton and No Project, so yeah, that's how I heard about it, and like Bonnie, I was like delighted to learn to play table tennis. I've never learned. Yeah, so it's been great.
I've lived in or around Knoll for all my life, really. And I deliver the Scroll, which is the sister magazine to the Harbinger. I've delivered that for many, many years, and I saw the advert in there as well.
But the most important thing, I think, for people of a certain age is exercise, and also doing something you enjoy. The good thing about it is you don't have to be a good player to play table tennis, because we have a coach, a wonderful coach, so we've learned lots of lovely new moves, and our game has improved. But the best thing about it is if you get tired, you can sit down, you play as you want, you do as you want, and we have wonderful coffee and cake halfway through, which makes it just a lovely social atmosphere, and the benefit mainly is good exercise.
For me, heading towards retirement, I wanted to have things in my week that kept me active and made me get out and do things. For me, the social side has been fabulous. You know, we have a right old laugh, and people have, you know, different characters.
They keep telling us as we get older we must keep moving. Well, you certainly could keep moving with table tennis. As you said, the instructor makes us keep moving, so it's really nice.
The backhand push as an attack. We're now going to look at, again, a backhand drive.
I live on my own, and I think for people living on their own, it's a wonderful thing to get out. You've got to get out. Sometimes you have to make yourself to get out, but it's once you've made that effort and got into something like this, it's absolutely essential to keep it going.
I'm just so pleased to meet new people, and it's just something I look forward to every week, and it's fun.
Yeah.
I initially started in the community garden group, having taken early retirement. And my first year I was looking for something to do, just to meet, you know, like-minded people really, and sort of do something, you know, I think worthwhile, because a lot of stuff that we were doing, we were growing for the food bank. And moving on from that, we joined. I found out about the social ping. Now we've got a good professional coach. And I think we've all moved on and are really playing quite well now. But that is it's just another way of sort of meeting people, getting out, etc., filling the day, etc. So, and it's a nice bunch of people.
In October last year, Chris, the treasurer of the short mat bowls group, said, why don't we play short mat bowls? So I started that, and that's what really made me give up work, because I realised I like cricket and rugby and things like that. So then I'm doing short mat bowls up to Christmas, and they said, well, why don't you try this social ping? What? You know, and then what's social ping? And this was table tennis, so I came along, and I absolutely love it. I've started doing outdoor bowls, and now it's fighting my time between cricket, rugby club, bowls and table tennis, and I have to have a proper little calendar so I know what day I'm doing what, you know. And this keeps me active a bit as well, you know, but mentally as well. I've had, you know, because I'd never ever played table tennis before. When I started in January, it was all about learning something absolutely new, and I'm absolutely loving it. You know, it can be competitive when we're playing, but we're having a really good laugh at the time. You know, if you saw some of the fun we were having this morning after you.
They've got money units, you see. That's good. I'm very happy with them. What did you want, Ruth?
We're a group of mainly ladies that meet every other week and do various crafts. We do cross stitch, patchwork, sewing, knitting, card making, and it's good to share our skills and show other members of the group what we've done.
It doesn't cost you anything at all. There's no fees involved whatsoever, and we normally have a start-up set of whatever knitting wool, needles, sewing things, card things. Myself and Rihanna set the group up. We came here to something here to say, what sort of groups would you like in the area? And craft came, Rihanna wanted craft, I wanted craft.
The group has just grown from strength to strength year on year, with more members come in over the years, and we've grown now to a group roughly of about 10 to 12.
We do once a year when we have the event here at St Richard's. We have a stall and we sell those crafts to the public.
It's nice going out and meeting a different group of people to what would be my normal friendship circle, and that friendship has grown over the years with various members, and it's just nice being able to get out with like-minded people as well.
I've made lots of friends, new friends, people that I probably wouldn't have met otherwise. We all help each other, and if somebody's poorly we go and visit or whatever. It just works. You can just switch off and just stitch or knit or whatever, just put everything else in the background.
I come along to Singing for Better Health and the Lunch Club.
And I come along to the Lunch Club, Forget-Me-Nots, and the bingo overnight, twice a week.
Yeah, company. And good, and have a good laugh. And
a good lunch.
That's it. And no washing up.
No cooking.
That's it. Yes, and so you meet your friends, and you'd miss them if they weren't there, and I think they missed you.
Yeah. Get you out of the house to start with, and they're good value. I mean, we went to Portsmouth last time I was on it, up the Spinnaker Tower, and we had lunch. And the value, you know, I think it's £20, I'm not sure, but that was great value. That included your lunch. I enjoy them. Nick Gosling's very, very good. He's very good. He takes care of everybody. They always have the helpers on there.
I'm a volunteer now on the 50 plus trips. I belong to Crafty Adults. That introduced me to the old Alonians, which then introduced me to the trips when my dad was alive. And then when he died, they asked me if I'd like to be a volunteer.
I'm very fortunate, or unfortunate, whatever the case may be. I'm involved with the committee on 50 plus, and I help with administration, shall we say, on 50 plus trips.
You go to places, even as a volunteer, that you've never been before, and some of the older people haven't got cars. They can't always get on buses.
You get to meet new people, you get to meet some people again, strike up or continue conversations.
You know, I get out and about and meet certain people.
Very, very broad spectrum of things to do, and they don't have to be totally fit to do it either.
So many benefits really. I mean, if you go from the health point of view, obviously breathing, the benefit of being with amazing people, and it's like walking into a rainbow when you come to singing because you're embraced by the people that are there, and nobody minds how you sing, whether you sing high, low, out of key, in key, miss the words, whatever. It's just an amazing experience.
Well, it's very social. It's very uplifting. You can forget any worries for an hour and a half, and it does lift your mood.
So I was determined to find a group for Trevor, who had a stroke. It's now 4 years ago, because it does help people who've had a stroke. Okay, so you perhaps just say something, then we'll sing something.
It is my birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
I think that proves the point.
I was told I was very loud. After that, I went and had a hearing test and had to have hearing aids. When you wear a hearing aid, sadly, the sounds get distorted, the music gets distorted, but there is no audition. You're accepted for the way you sing, and it's very important to socialise and To feel accepted, yes, and not to feel isolated.
Well, I find myself singing loudly, probably out of tune, thoroughly enjoying it. I go home feeling so much happier.
Especially for people with any type of disability, whatever it is, singing is wonderful, and singing for better health is the place to be. And a lot of the songs, I remember my mum and dad, because they, you know, they were songs I grew up hearing. So it's very nostalgic, very poignant, but also it's lovely because on a daily basis sometimes you may not think about those you've lost. But when you come here, there's just that little thing in the back of your mind, think, oh, mum used to love that, oh, dad liked that. And so that's just gets you in the heart a bit. It's nice.
They are so meaningful, aren't they? That's why you go feeling better.
Yes, yes, they are.
It's lovely to hear them and it's lovely to sing them.
It really does evoke great memories for us, doesn't it?
For anyone planning to get involved, I would say to them, come. Because I feel so positive after surgery that it has just touched my positive button.
Give it a go. You've got nothing to lose. Come and meet some nice people.
And there's a list of all the things that the over 50s can do. And I'd say, look at the list, choose something you fancy, give it a go, because there's something on there for everybody.
All are welcome. Just nice to have new people with new ideas, different things sometimes.
Just come along and enjoy it.
If you want to feel physically and mentally better, come along and give it a try.
Get involved. You never want to be on your own.
Come and join us, come and join us.
I'll come if you come.